Greg Biffle and Todd Bodine are racing in Las Vegas, and Mark Martin might not be done with the booth. All that and more coming up next. What's going on, everybody? If I haven't earned your subscription, hopefully today is the day that I will earn that subscription. All right, who knew I would wear a Greg Biffle shirt 2 times in a NASCAR season, and there might be more to come. But Greg Biffle will be racing for New York Racing coming up at Las Vegas. This article coming from the Heavy. Greg Biffle's return to NASCAR's Cup Series was not limited only to the Daytona 500. He has set the date to return for New York Racing and the number 44 Chevrolet Camaro. NASCAR broke the news with the release of the entry list for the March 6th Pennzoil 400 by Jiffy Lube at Las Vegas Motor Speedway. There are 37 total entries for the Cup Series, 36 chartered entries, and 1 open. The number 44 New York Racing Chevrolet is the lone open entry, so he will make the race. The initial list did not reveal the primary partner that will join Biffle for the race. The NASCAR grid features 40 total stock cars, which will benefit Biffle as he prepares for the Pennzoil 400. There are only 37 entries, meaning he won't have to beat out any other drivers as he did during his Blue Vacation dual race. So that is awesome news. The video I made for Greg Biffle got a massive positive response when he made his comeback for the Daytona 500. So I expect a lot of those same fans will be just as excited to see him race in Las Vegas, a track that he was really good at when he raced for Jack Roush. So him coming back, and we saw that car was, they had some mechanical problems, but that car was very, very competitive at the Daytona 500. Hopefully they can keep that momentum with New York Racing, which basically RCR handles all the, I guess, the details of that car. So it's basically another RCR car. I made the RCR Alliance video if you want to check that out. But I think he'll have a good car for this race, which means he'll have a decent chance. So always good to see Greg Biffle back. Another guy who will be racing at Las Vegas, who hasn't raced in a while, will be Todd Bodine. The stage is set for Todd Bodine's return to the Camping World Truck Series. The Onion has provided the first look at the number 62 Toyota Tundra TRD Pro that he will drive while trying to reach 800 career starts. Bodine tweeted out a video featuring the blue and yellow truck with its Camping World scheme. He walked all around the Toyota while thanking the supporters that made his NASCAR return possible. Bodine then added that he and Halmar Friesen Racing team were ready for Las Vegas. So that, of course, is a really cool story. He is, of course, a former champion in the Truck Series, and I didn't know it was his 800th. This would be his 800th start, so a little bit of history for him there. 800 starts in the Truck Series is a ton, and man, he's got some wins, but he was always notorious for basically wrecking and driving aggressively, but he did get those championships, so he is accomplished. But good to see the Onion back if you're a Bodine fan, so good to have him back. All right, now let's get on to that Mark Martin news. This article also from John Newby from Heavy on NASCAR. NASCAR Hall of Famer has teased a potential guest stint in the Fox Sports booth. Mark Martin, who reached victory lane 40 times in the Cup Series, tweeted that he could visit the booth again after a brief appearance at Auto Club Speedway. Martin turned heads with 2 different tweets on February 27th. The first thanked the fans for all the kind words after his brief appearance in the booth. He added that I might do it again sometime for a little longer. Martin then responded to a YouTuber asking if he could join the booth for a full race, saying that everyone would need to lobby Fox Sports. I mean, I hate it that they said a YouTuber. They could have at least said his name and no, it's not me. But the YouTuber was actually Danny B, and here is the tweet that he had. Can we try Mark Martin in the booth for a full race? Also, nice beard. Danny B talks. Daniel Baldwin. So that is, first off, let me say, if you're not following Danny B or subscribe to Danny B or whatever, he makes great content. He's got a really cool When Richard Petty Went Drag Racing story, if you want to check that one out. He was one of the first guys I started watching before I made my own YouTube channel, so definitely check him out if you have not. I'm sure a lot of you already know about him. But it's really cool that he asked that question and that Mark Martin responded and said, if you want me back, go ahead and lobby Fox. So I think it would be great to have Mark Martin in the booth for a full race, as long as they're doing these guest announcers. I don't think there's a whole lot of drivers who bring more to the table than Mark Martin experience-wise. I mean, the guy did literally everything you can do in Cup, and I mean, he basically almost won a title if it wasn't for sort of a BS penalty, for lack of a better term. He would have had a championship. So in my eyes, I just always consider him a championship driver, but he's definitely the best to, in my opinion, to never win a title. So I think it would be great to have him in the booth. All right, that is all I've got for you today, guys. 3 videos yesterday almost wore me out, and answering all the comments also wore me out, but that's okay. If you got a comment, leave it down in the comment section. If you like the content, feel free to subscribe down below. And other than that, thanks for your time. Peace.